Los Angeles Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They start on the ground here at Sanders.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
3.5 to go, first quarter. 18 to throw again on second down.
Hurts. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this one complete to Smith.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down.
Seven Pirates! Come back in!
Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. It's Eckler again.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second down at 7.
Now it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Come on. Hey.
They go play action with Hurts.
On the move to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here we go on 4th. Herbert.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
It's a pickup of 19. And the Chargers are going to have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Herbert throwing again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers 7, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Grant Calcaterra,
31 yards.
And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Charger drive about to get going. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Austin Eckler.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Third and long, it's Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Hurts.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere he looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime, But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. To the air again, Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback field in Green Bay. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to come out throwing. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the ground.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Rodgers now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll get this to about the 38.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And one more time, that's Watkins.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12. Back to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
11 more yards. That's another. First and 10 at the 24-yard
line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. Open man, here is Cobb. Touchdown! Randall Cobb from 19 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. That swung out wide to Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Ready?
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little